Hello, Andrew Cousins here again. I'm here to give a eulogy speech on Michael Jackson, the greatest performer and a music legend. I'm just going to give a little context on what MJ has accomplished and some funny moments you possibly didn't know about him. So I'm going to start off by giving the uniqueness of Michael Jackson. Michael wasn't just the king of pop, but he is arguably the greatest performer of all time as well. Jackson has sold over millions of records and his performances were viewed by more people in history. One quality of uniqueness that he possesses is he's arguably one of the greatest dancers of all times. Jackson's iconic moonwalk separates him from other musical performers. That moonwalk is, I gotta say, pretty amazing move. I always remember myself trying to recreate it, but I can never get it. Jackson was always a fan of helping to teach his moves as well. There's a video that I saw with him teaching another GOAT, another MJ, Michael Jordan, how to do his legendary moonwalk, which I don't you see from other people trying to help other stars as big as that, but I thought that was pretty cool of him trying to teach his own moves. Michael was a generous human being, unique like no other. My next point is going to be his achievements. Even as a youngster, Jackson was already making history. Jackson claimed four number one signals with his brothers. I think I can name like two or three. It was like ABC, I Want You Back, and can't remember the others. But Jackson by himself also has the highest selling album with Thriller, which is it's actually a tie with the Eagles with their greatest hits from 1971, 1975. But that Thriller album has changed my life. It's probably one of the greatest albums of all time. Jackson also became the first artist to win a record 8 Grammys in one night. And to top it off, him and his brothers were introduced to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So that's pretty special, the achievements that he has achieved, especially with even as success even as a youngster. It just propelled him to what he ended up to being. Next, I'm gonna give a little humorous story that I heard from Michael Jackson. Even though I personally don't know him, I saw this from. I remember watching a stand-up comedy bit from Chris Tucker because him and Michael were good friends, and he said, and he just talks about some stories and relationships with Michael. But I remember one bit he was talking about when he visited the famous Neverland Ranch, and I just remember Chris Tucker just being in awe and just seeing all these animals and saying, "Michael, is that a giraffe over there?" He's like, "That was actually 3 giraffes, Chris." And then he goes, "We also have a tiger that we can't find." And Chris Tucker just lost it, but he said he never wanted to leave that ranch. Another bit that I saw from Tucker was when he said that he appeared in Michael's Smooth Criminal video, and Chris Tucker was just so excited to be in the video. He would all constantly just be reminding Michael while he was dancing and while they were shooting the video and saying, "Michael, I can't believe I'm in this." And Michael would just be like, "Oh, believe it, Chris. This is happening now. Stop ruining my video." So he has all these other bits on there where he talks about Michael, but to see other stories from someone else personally and just talking what kind of person Michael was is it was pretty cool to hear. And lastly, I would just like to show some respect and gratitude for MJ. So Michael Jackson, aka the King of Pop, is arguably the greatest performer of all time. As I said, fans will line up and go crazy for Michael when he performed. It would be like a thing like no other, even though I never got to witness it. Personally, as a fan, I'm grateful for being able to witness Jackson's music because his music has made an impact on my life. Even to this day, I still listen to all of his music. The inventor of the moonwalk, with millions of records sold, will go down as a musical legend for eternity. People to this day will try to recreate his moves and recreate his music because still has an inspiration to this people, and I can still see people trying to sample his music and everything, or just try to come up with a sound that sounds like him. Jackson will continue to live on in people's hearts, and his music will always be appreciated, like I said, and used for the next future sound. And lastly, I would like to say, even though I didn't know Michael Jackson personally, I could still appreciate his music and appreciate his impact that he has on generations and generations to come, and his never-ending moonwalk dance that I could watch and loop and loop and never get tired of it. And even to this day, I can never recreate, but that's okay because I could just keep on practicing and watching on loop for as long as I want to. Thank you.